Hi, I'm Dr. Ron Peek. I'm a chiropractor in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. We have 4 goals with every patient that comes into our office. Number 1, we want to provide what's called relief care. We want them to feel more comfortable, and you really have to do that because people come in with a problem and we have to address it. So first of all, we want to provide relief care, which may take a few visits, may take a while. Our second goal, though, is to provide corrective care, and we think that's even more important. Relief care patches a problem, but corrective care literally corrects the cause of the problem. And we explain that to our patients, and we have a video to that effect available also. So relief, correction. Our third goal is referral. We like to think we do a good enough job that we stimulate the patient to understand that we can help their other family members and friends with problems. And everyone knows literally 1 to 2 dozen people with health problems, and generally chiropractic can help those kinds of problems. So if we can teach people that, they'll send others in and we can help other people, which is of course our primary goal. And the fourth goal we have with every patient is to provide wellness care. And if I were to summarize that quickly, I'd say that's the most important goal as far as I'm concerned, to keep people healthy, allow them to enjoy a better lifetime. If you go into the dictionary, you're going to find the definition of wellness is a state of being in good health. That's about as broad as it goes, doesn't it? But the second part of that is it says, it's especially if it's an actively pursued goal. And I think that's the real key. Wellness means something you actively must pursue. If you were to ask 10 different experts to define wellness, I'm sure you'd get 10 different answers. So what I wanted to do in this video is give you four concepts that I think are important to what wellness is. And they are proactive, preventive, move towards, and a process. So let me touch on each of them very quickly. Wellness is proactive. Proactive as opposed to reactive. You know, the healthcare system in our country is really not a healthcare system. It doesn't care for your health. It's a sickness treatment system. And so consequently, it's reactive. And one of the things about wellness is it should be proactive. You do something to avoid a problem, to stay healthy. So first aspect of wellness is proactive. And that can refer to exercises, that can refer to nutrition, and from our standpoint, of course, it refers to chiropractic care, which is what I am going to explain. So proactive, number 1. Number 2 is preventive, which is kind of the same thing. The more proactive you are, the more good things you do for yourself before you have a problem, the more you're going to prevent the likelihood of a problem occurring. Generally, there's no 100% there, but it's common sense. The more good things you do for yourself, the more you prevent problems from occurring. The third aspect of moving towards as opposed to moving away from, and this is kind of a conceptual thing, but most people, when they develop the problem that is inevitable because they didn't do anything, most people are focusing on moving away from their problem. I want to get away from my backache, from my headache, from my cancer, from my arthritis. We think it's more important to focus on moving towards something, actually moving towards health. So the more active things you do and focus on moving towards health, the less you're going to have to worry about moving away from problems. And the last aspect of wellness that I think is important is it's a process. Everything in nature is a process. As a matter of fact, right this very moment, you are participating in a process. And your process means you're either doing or not doing things that contribute to your health, your wellness, or you're doing or not doing things contributing to sickness. Both are processes, and you're ultimately going to get the reward for whichever one you're working on. So the focus should be on moving towards your health, a process of proactive, preventive activities. That's wellness to me. How does chiropractic fit into that? Well, there's 2 things I think are important to remember. As relates to chiropractic, there's something called gravity and something called stress. And I'm pretty confident that you're being affected by both of them this very moment. So think about this, gravity and stress. Basically, the more balanced you are, the more structurally balanced you are, neurologically balanced you are, the more easily you deal with gravity effectively. The more out of balance you are, the more problems it's going to create for you, obviously, and affect your health. And stresses, there's physical, chemical, emotional stresses, which again we addressed in a different video. Stresses, by tightening you up, will tend to pull your body, your spine, your nerve system out of balance, making you more susceptible to break down into physical problems, a loss of wellness. So chiropractic can and should be participated with on a reactive basis to get rid of a problem, I can understand that. But then proactively, you can utilize chiropractic care on a regular basis, whether it's weekly or every other week, even once a month. But I think every other week is a very good schedule to maintain your spine, your nervous system as healthy as you possibly can. If you think about it, when we do this reactive stuff, when we wait until we hurt before we develop a problem, it's almost like playing in a football game and you give the other team 2 touchdowns before you get to the ball. It just doesn't make any sense. So wellness is the best answer. Proactive care is the best way to get and stay as healthy as you possibly can. And chiropractic care can provide a major part of that for you. So that's why we encourage that. Something is always better than nothing as regards your health. Thank you very much.